So namaskar all of you. So Odisha Civil Service 2023 मेंस एग्जाम तार जो ऑप्शनल टेस्ट सीरीज हमर चलची सेतरे फॉरेस्ट्री ऑप्शनल रो टेस्ट नंबर 9 ओके तार क्वेश्चंस करी हम डिस्कस करबा। तो तार सिलेबस आपनकर रहउची फॉरेस्ट मेंसुरेशन, फॉरेस्ट सर्वेइंग एंड इंजीनियरिंग। तो ऑनलाइन जो मैंने ज्वाइन करचंती गोटे सिंगल पीडीएफ रे आपनको एक क्वेश्चन सुडा लेखिकी सबमिट करिवार अछि 294370022210 तापरे तार मॉडल आंसर्स भी आपण चेक करि परिबे, ता संगे मैच करि परिबे आ एक्स्ट्रा पॉइंट्स कोन ऐड करि हबो आपण आंसर रे सेथरु आपण देखि परिबे। स्पेशली जो फिगर टा केमती करा हबो से जो पॉइंट टा देछि सेटा निश्चित देखिबे। ओके, सो लेट अस कम टू द क्वेश्चंस। सेक्शन ए 10 टी क्वेश्चन करियार अछि, 12 टा दिया 250 वर्ड्स भितर आउ 15 मार्क इच क्वेश्चन रहउछि। क्वेश्चन 1a, how do variations in bark thickness across different tree species affect the accuracy of diameter measurements at breast height, and what methods can be employed to standardize these measurements? Considering the limitations of hypsometers in uneven terrains, what alternative technologies can provide more accurate tree height measurement, and what are their respective advantages and disadvantages? C. In mixed species stands, how does species specific wood density variation impact the accuracy of stand volume estimations, and what approaches can be used to account for this variability? Question 2a, how does the selection of different form factor models influence the calculation of tree volumes in tapering species, and what criteria should guide the choice of an appropriate model? What are the comparative advantages of systematic sampling over random sampling in forest inventories, particularly in terms of bias and precision? Question 3a, in uneven age stands, what methods are most effective for calculating yield, and how do they account for variability in tree sizes and ages? B, at what point does culmination of mean annual increment typically occur in relation to species specific growth patterns, and how should this inform harvesting decisions? Question 4a, what are the key considerations in determining the optimal size and shape of sample plots to balance accuracy and efficiency in forest inventories? B, in what ways do yield tables account for variations in site quality, and how can they be adapted for use in forests with heterogeneous conditions? Question 5, how can LIDAR technology be integrated into traditional forest inventory methods to enhance data accuracy and comprehensiveness? B, how do different remote sensing platforms like satellites or drones compare in terms of spatial resolution and applicability in forest mensuration tasks? Question C, A, how do the choice between total station surveying and GPS based methods impact the accuracy and efficiency of boundary delineation in forested areas? In the construction of forest roads, how does precise leveling contribute to erosion control and road longevity? Question 7, how can thematic map displaying soil types and moisture regimes inform species selection and silvicultural practices? B, how does the interpretation of contour lines on a topographic map aid in assessing potential water runoff patterns in a forested landscape? Question 8, how do principles of forest engineering integrate with ecological considerations to design infrastructure that minimizes habitat fragmentation? B, what are the advantages and potential drawbacks of using locally sourced timber in the construction of forest infrastructure? Question 9, how does road density within a forest landscape influence wildlife movement patterns, and what mitigation strategies can be employed? B. How does the load bearing capacity of timber bridges compare to that of steel or concrete bridges in forested environments? Question 10. How does the natural availability in timber properties affect the structural integrity and load distribution in timber bridge construction? B. How do advancements in unmanned aerial vehicles enhance traditional surveying methods in forest, particularly in inaccessible terrains? Question 11. In forest road construction, how does precise leveling contribute to effective water drainage and prevention of soil erosion? How can geospatial mapping technologies improve forest management practices, particularly in monitoring deforestation and forest degradation? Question 12a. How does the interpretation of topographic maps assist in identifying potential areas for afforestation and reforestation projects? B. How do the principle of forest engineering integrate with sustainable practices to minimize environmental impact during logging operations? So এটা section A ର তাପରେ section B 6টা question ରୁ any 5 ଆପଣଙ୍କ କରିବାର ଅଛି ओके 20 मार्क ରହୁଛି ଗୋଟେ question ପାଇଁ ଆଉ around 300 words around ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଲେଖିବାର ଅଛି. Question 13. How does the choice of building materials in forest infrastructure projects affect the long-term sustainability and maintenance cost? B. How does classification of forest roads influence their design parameters and maintenance requirements? Question 14. How do soil type and topography influence the selection of construction techniques for forest roads? B. How do different designs of timber bridges accommodate varying load requirements and environmental conditions? 15a. How does the application of load distribution principle affect the durability and safety of simple timber bridge designs? B. How do prefabrication methods enhance the efficiency and quality control of timber bridge construction? Question 16. How does the integration of GIS with forest inventory data enhance decision making in forest management? What are the challenges in maintaining up-to-date GIS database for large forested areas and how can they be overcome? Question 17. How has the use of GPS technology transformed traditional forest boundary delineation and plot sampling methods? B. How do different types of erosion control structures such as check dams and retaining walls function to stabilize forest soils? 18a. How does the design of water course crossings in forest area balance the need for vehicle access with the protection of aquatic ecosystems? B. How do forest engineering practices address slope stability concerns during road construction in mountainous terrains? Okay, so eta hela apanଙ୍କର test number 9 जो थरी की apanଙ୍କର syllabus थिला. ओके एगुड़ा सब apanଙ୍କର particular section wise test करिका रहउची forest mensuration और forest surveying and engineering. Okay, next test apanଙ୍କର रहउची that is test number 10 February 8 रे अछि. Okay, and that is the last sectional test जो थरेरा syllabus अछि wood and its utilization and non wood forest products. तापरे full syllabus test रा start हे जिवो. Okay, so I wish you all the best जो माने forestry optional नहीं की preparation करूचंती. नमस्कार.